Hey guys, Romie here. Please like, comment, subscribe. This is Love and Hip Hop, Season 7, Episode 8. I know, Firing Squad. The episode starts with where it left off. Yandy's talking to her girls, of course, Kimbella and also Juju, about the fact that she got married to Mendices. They signed the paperwork. They got married, of course, in front of God, in front of their friends and family, and the rest of America / internationally. But Yandy never sent the paperwork off to be approved and filed. Because of that, they legally aren't married. And of course, Yandy gave us the explanation of, oh, I did this for me because I had to make sure my money was good. This man was facing restitution charges, and I didn't know what was going to happen, so I needed to make sure that whatever happened, that I was good, that we were covered, that my family was good. My whole thing with all of this is, Yandy, you don't have to explain to us that you wanted to make sure that your money was good, because we know how the legal system works. We understand that, once you're married, because you have two issues. One, the issues with Mendices, where it could have gone really south if your name was attached and they said, you know what, we're going to take the money from both of you, because that does happen. People don't understand how law works, but they can legally do that once you're married, because what's yours is his, what's his is yours, as far as the government's really concerned. Now, the other part of that is, Yandy has to deal with these crazy, I shouldn't say crazy, Yandy has to deal with, and I apologize to Samantha and Erica, Yandy has to deal with these baby mamas that don't like her. That's how we're going to phrase it. That's how we're going to do it, because that's the real issue. Yandy has two baby mamas that don't like her, and possibly for good reason. Who really knows? What we do know is that they don't like her, she doesn't really like them, and now she runs the fact of, oh, the government's going to come after her for her money. No, that's not going to happen. So she does what she feels like she needs to do. We understand it, but here's my thing right here. So you're telling me, with prior knowledge, of course, let's just say it all worked out to where the wedding was already a go, and then you found out that, no, this can't, you can't legally get married to him, or else you're going to have all of these people and organizations coming after you for money. You really gonna go and be like, look, it would have been it looked like a joke if after all of this and VH1 spent that money for you to go and just have something at the very end saying, we appreciate that this was more so like a general civil union, there's no paperwork signed, it's pending based on the... If you did that, we would have clowned you, but here's the real thing. You wanted to be able to say that you were Mendices' wife. That's what you cared more about than anything else. You want to say that you're Mendices' wife, and because you're Mendices' wife, you expect this, you demand that, ... And that's my issue, because you keep going at his baby mamas because they don't like you. You keep going saying how, you know what, I have this, I have the ring, I have... Anyway, so that is my feeling on that. Do I feel like it was justified? Yes. Do I feel like all of her actions afterwards were? No. Not when she goes and keeps saying, I am the wife, I am the wife. You are the wife in spirit. In spirit. Now, Mariah Lynn is again dealing with family drama. This time it's with her sister. She goes and talks with Cardi B. They have a little, I said playtime. They go to nail place so that they can go and get their feet done. And Mariah Lynn's just like, oh, you good girls? Like, yeah, I'm good. What's the problem? Yeah, what's the problem? Well, I am dealing with the mess with my sister, because I brought my sister in so that she can get back on the right path. But the issue is I'm taking care of her and her 1-year-old son. Now, the issue isn't me helping her out. The issue is we are borderline physically fighting. And I'm terrified that my mom's going to relapse. I was like, oh, God. My mom's going to relapse because she's actually doing good. She actually cleaned up her life and cleaned up herself, and she isn't doing anything right now. But I know that it's really hard sobriety-wise, especially with someone who ran the streets like she did. I'm like, damn, Mariah, you really put... See, that's why... I forgot why I also liked it. I was like, you put it all out there, and I'm just saying, oh, I like that. I'm saying... you keep it more real than a lot of these other people who like to perpetrate fraud, but you don't have much of a choice, I guess. You have to, it's either the music or your personal life. Really one or the other. Most people can't have both to where, oh, we're rooting for them on both fronts. And Cardi B is like, you know what, I love Hennessy, but Hennessy doesn't understand that I did things so that, and I had to learn from them, so that she doesn't have to do things. Because I feel like sometimes she goes and says things and does things and acts like, oh, I'm just being mom, doing a little bit too much. But I love her so much, I'd rather us argue than her go and do something stupid that I know that I did, so I can tell her that it's actually stupid. So again, this is where they have that bonding moment, and they also bring up the fact that, you know, Mariah Lynn's over the fact that she had a semi-brawl with, not a brawl, but there was something between her and Bianca because she decided to let it be known that, oh, I'm going to go and tell Sky, and she actually did it. Cardi B's just like, yo, you know, at the end of the day, you were being a little messy, so that's what happens when you're a little bit messy. Now, yes, was Mariah being messy? Yeah, I said that, I admitted that. But, was she necessarily wrong? No, because she, at least, she told her friend that she was going to tell this girl that she's supposed to be doing business with. And clearly Mariah Lynn said again that the reason why she's even doing all of this is to support her family. Support her family is something she wanted to do, but it's really to support her family. That's why she can't fail. I'm spending too much time on that. Because the rest of it was borderline BS. It actually was. That was, everything that started this episode was real. Everything else is a joke except for two things that I'm going to focus on. Now, Peter Gunz comes back into the picture, and this is where he talks about the fact that, you know, now he has two new babies. One with Tara and one on the way with Amina. I'm like, wait, one on the way with the... So there's another... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Anyway, DJ tells him the situation that he had, the falling out that he had with Cisco. Of course, Rich already talks about his, and both of them is just that the issue with Mariah Lynn and trying to sign Mariah Lynn behind his back. And then the other part of that is, it actually circles a lot around Mariah Lynn. I kind of forgot that. But Peter has an issue with Cisco as well, because Cisco apparently blocked his money. Now, people don't understand that this is real entertainment business. It doesn't matter how big you are. As long as you have some type of name or friends with people, you can go and say, oh, him? No, don't work with him. Work with him. That's how it is in every industry. So I don't understand why people don't realize that that is true, that that can be factual, that that is a reality in a lot of people's situation where, oh, yo, that's, no, that wasn't, no, dead. Because I hear these, like, DJs, people all the time saying, no, don't work with him, he's scum, he's dirty, he's... Anyway, my feeling on that is you're a little too grown to be blocking someone's money. That's my thought process, but I guess if I had friends in no, I wouldn't. I'm too mature for that. Kimbella is talking with Jay, you know, Jay Adrian, about, oh, so where'd you go, friend? Where'd you disappear off to? Said, I had to go back to Chicago to clear my head. I'm like, to visit your son, right? I guess that's what she meant by clearing her head, since she was complaining about not being able to see her son like she wants to or expected to, all for the sake of trying to do this music thing and it not working out the way that she thought it would. But anywho, Jay Adrian's just like, and they were at Angela Simmons' fashion show in New York, and just like, look, we need to work on figuring out how I can mend that relationship. Remy Ma talks with Juju, and, you know, it's just the same old thing of Remy's not sure if Pap can continue to be the manager, because Pap also wants to rap, but he's putting on the back burner to focus on the family and the family business. And she's also saying he was doing a great job, but things have picked all the way up, so I think I may need someone who can handle all of it. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. But as we know, Pap wants a baby. Pap wants a baby. Pap wants a baby. He wants a baby with his wife. And his wife is the one that's like, yeah, so I didn't think that things were going to go this big, so give me another 2 years. You know, actually with the album cycle, give me another 3 years. You know, I'm young enough. She's not saying that, but I'm sure that's what she's thinking in her head. Yandy has a talk with Mendices, and Mendices is like, wait a minute, why did Erica call me saying that you called my son a break baby? She said, first of all, you know I don't say anything like that. That's not how I get down. But she was threatening, Erica was threatening to call the cops. Erica, she don't deal with cops. She doesn't do little core stuff. That's not what she's about. And what the whole conversation breaks down to is the fact that apparently Mendices didn't know the full story. Mendices just found out that, on the phone with Yandy, that, so Mendices, I have to tell you something. I don't know how it happened, but I'm thinking, Yandy, you know that you had in your mind you were going to tell your girls this, even if that wasn't what the scene was truly going to be focused on. So stop playing with us. You're just trying to sugarcoat for him. That I told Juju and Kimbella that I signed the marriage certificate but didn't send it off. So it's like, what are you talking about? What do you mean you never sent it off? No, you know, because of the restitution and stuff. It's like, Yandy, that's all well and done with. Like, what are you really trying to do right now? What are you really trying to do? Because that's over. That's all handled. They got their money. So now I'm doing my time. And you're telling me that we're not legally married? I've been operating like we've been legally married. You've been putting it in these women's face like we've been legally married. And now you're telling me, because you're afraid of, oh, they're eventually going to find out and they'll get back to them. It'll get back to you that way. Because that's what it really was about. That we still aren't legally married. Okay. Okay. You know, I got something for you. Click. I was like, oh, this is real. This was real. Man, Yandy, really? You know why you still... She's like, in the eyes of the Lord, in the eyes of our friends and family, we are married, so that's all that matters. I'm thinking, not if something pops up. That's why you want power of attorney. See, you're not slick. You're not as slick as I... That's why you wanted to make sure you had true power of attorney. Because of that other portion. If anything came up, you still could legally do whatever you wanted on Mendices' behalf. Really. Anyway. Yeah, but she doesn't want to get sued by the... I mean, she doesn't want the baby mamas to come after her money. That's the real thing. That's the real thing. Now, Jay has this artist that, you know, who's back from, what was it, Baltimore? And, what's his name? Damn, what is his name? Oh, anyway, he's someone that she's been Ike. He's someone that she's been working with, known for a while, and now that she has a label, I guess he's going to be one of the people signed. Jay comes over to let her know, well, to attempt to let her know that she has an artist for her. But Jay was crying, she was emotional, because she was just like, you know, I really love this woman, and this is too much. So, you know, Snoop actually prayed for her. It's just like, baby girl, get your head right, because this is not okay. You need some more Jesus in your life. I know you have some, but you need some more of him in your life. And it was like, no, I'm here because I actually want to work with you. I'm not a singer. I'm not a dancer, I'm not a rapper, but I have an ear for music, so maybe I can do something with you and help you out. I'm thinking, okay, this could be cute. So Jay is gonna go and show her someone. I'm thinking, oh my God, it's Sophie Green. It's Sophie Green. I know it's Sophie Green. There's no other person that could possibly be on short notice that is Sophie Green. It's Sophie Green. I just knew it. Someone just told me, oh, it's Sophie Green. Alright, and with that, Mariah Lynn talks with her sister Victoria, because she just has to let me know, I love you, you're my sister, but here's some of the issues that we have. Why is it that you're living in my house, but you're acting like, you know, I'm the worst person on earth? And you can tell that Victoria is kind of over her sister. So it's like, I love you too. And Mariah Lynn said, you know, I'm trying to do the best I can. I'm doing this for all of you guys, to feed all of you guys, but it's hard. And Victoria said, I appreciate everything you're doing, but you keep acting like mom. And apparently they didn't grow up together, so Mariah Lynn's life was a little bit harder in the sense that she had to deal with some stuff that her sisters didn't have to. So she's trying to steer her away from the things like that. But they just made an agreement that they're going to try and do better for, of course, her nephew, and also for each other and for their mother, because their mother is constantly battling relapsing, and they have their little sister to now worry about. This storyline is so messed up. The fact, I'm just thinking about all this. This is so messed up. When the kids have to be the adults, have to be the adults / parents in this situation, and they're young. It's not like their mom's a lot older and they're a lot older, and so now they have to take over everything. No, they are young. They're in their 20s. They're in their early 20s. Yo. Now, Remy Ma decides she takes Papoose over. Let's go to the park and we'll sit down. I got you this nice spread. I'll even kill all the bugs around us so that we could have a nice atmosphere, get all the smog out. To tell you, you didn't do such a great job, but I can't, no. You being the man, see, here's your phone. I was like, okay, actually I have nothing to hide, so go through it. I was like, you better go back. But she said over 2,000 emails unread. Now, I know she didn't say this, but I'm sure she was thinking, this could have been some money right here. And this wasn't checked. I understand that you put everything else on the back burner to be the manager. You shouldn't have to do that. I actually want us to be husband and wife. Now, well, she's saying she wants them to be, husband, wife, husband, whatever. And I brought someone in, I checked her out. I was like, wait. So you're telling me that you're essentially firing me, and you're also telling me that you already recruited someone else. And here's my only issue with this. Here's my actual only issue with this, aside from when am I get my baby. I don't know when am I get my baby. When am I get my baby. In the next 2-3 years. No. I'm like, oh Lord, Pap's gonna do something. I know he's gonna do something, but the other part is, I don't know if someone's gonna grind and work hard for you and try to get it for you like I would. So yeah, we can go and check her out, but if it's not a go, it's not a go. And I'm like, alright, I have a feeling there's gonna be some foolery next episode. Samantha and Erica are working on a young kid / men's line. I'm like, oh, okay, this is cute. Might as well do it. You ladies are on TV now. You can you can see the opportunity. And the main part of this was they brought in a lawyer, or maybe I should say Erica brought in a lawyer, because she's back in the apartment. Her name is on it, just like what I said, so she legally has some ownership of it. And she said, what you could do if Yandy keeps bothering you is you could file some paperwork in the family courts. It's just like, I actually don't mess with the cops or the court system like that. We don't do that, regardless of if I don't like you or not. That's one thing we don't do. But I do have to do something with Yandy. She said, yeah, so about Yandy, I was going through this paperwork, and it doesn't actually appear to me that Yandy is legally married to Mendices. Erica said, yes, and you delivered it exactly how I wanted you to. Samantha was like, wait, am I being bumped right now? Is this life? Is this life? What? And my whole thing with this is, it was only a matter of time. It was very coincidental how this information came out while, obviously we don't know when Yandy talked to her girls about this, but the fact that this information came out, this must have been something where Yandy knew that it was going to come out. Someone actually checked into it and was like, you better get in front of this, very fast. So then she went and did all this to save face. I told you, because there's no way that coincidentally, oh, there's the paperwork, there's legalities, so now I'm looking into it, oh, Yandy may not even be married. Because she knew what it was. That's why the lawyer was there in the first place. The only person who didn't know was Samantha. And of course she was super excited. It's like, oh, so this woman who keeps saying, oh, I'm the wife, I have the ring, she's not even really the wife. I see a plot line, a stunt when I see one. And I'm okay with it because Yandy was doing the whole, I'm the wife. You're the wife, ain't you? Okay. Look at that paperwork though. And I like Yandy, but I'm not going to be fake about this. I'm like, anyway. Now, we have Snoop is being brought along by Jay to see the artist. And it's Sophie Green, just like I told you guys. And Sophie Green's just like, yeah, you know, we're best friends now. We're cool now. It is what it is. And I'm like, oh my god, this is stupid. You went from borderline brawling for someone you don't know to now. Anyway, past that, the guys have a sit down with Cisco. Why? Because we're skipping a little bit ahead. Cisco comes in, and he's like, so what am I doing here? Well, you're being kicked out of the creep squad, but, and he's like, oh, okay. Do I actually want to be in the same way? No. And he said, here's my thing. My problem with you, DJ Self, is that you blocked my interview. You blocking some money right there. Oh, you want to talk about money? This is Peter Gunz now. You want to talk about money? I went down to wherever it was, and $10,000. They wanted to pay me $10,000. Like, $10,000. Oh God, this must have been the place where they know you as a rapper / reality star, so they were happy and willing to pay you $10,000. So I'm like, $10,000? Some rappers don't even get that. No wonder he. I honestly believe him. I honestly believe him. I can honestly believe that's why he's so hurt. He's just like, you took family out of my you took money out of my family's mouth. What do you have to say about that? Well, you know, you did the same to me. So it's like, what do you mean? Apparently, Rich sided with Peter Gunz and took some money from Peter Gunz to invest in the restaurants instead of going with Cisco. I'm thinking you probably should have went with Cisco. Actually, no, because Cisco will have falling out and then wanted to close the business or steal it from under you. So technically made sense with Peter Gunz, but I'm like, I know Cisco has money. I know that. So I would have kind of went with the money dude and just, you know, pretend to be cool and copacetic while taking that money. But anyway, Cisco, you know what? I did do that. I did. Because I'm petty like that. And I'm like, oh yeah, I can see that. So here's how this is going to go. I did block your money. That wasn't right. Let me see what I have in my pocket. I'm like, oh, here with the shenanigans. I got 5,000 right here. So it was like, no, I need 10,000. No, I need the 10,000. I have 2 more babies. I need the 10,000. 10 kids? Jesus. Oh, okay. So here's how this is going to go. Here's 5,000. I'll give you the other half, but first you have to get this out of my pocket. Since you're talking about being scrappy, come be scrappy. Come over this table and get it from me. Peter Gunz goes, I'm like, what the? He jumps over. Oh God. Oh God. He jumps over, and this is only part 1, because in part 2, so please like, comment, subscribe. This show is a 1.5.